Hey, welcome back to the podcast. This is podcast episode 389 in the No Comfort Zone. I will see you on the inside.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
If you're listening to this podcast, that means you've made it through 2020. And I'm going to say this. I'm the guy that talks about adversity and shit storms coming your way and dealing with basically problems in life and getting through them and learning from them and becoming the ideal version of yourself and really getting after them goals, those dreams, your hopes, and your ambitions. And it's all good, man. Just keep going for it. But if you've made it through 2020, you've experienced a lot of adversity. Now I want to ask you something. Ask yourself a question. Now it was bad, right? And now it's coming to an end. And it doesn't look like it's going to be as bad next year, but who knows? But I want to ask you, did you grow in 2020? Did you learn a lot about yourself? Did you learn a lot about other people? Did you learn a lot about human behavior? In the United States, I learned a lot about politics this year from both sides. I thought it was a pretty interesting year. I don't know that I'd want to repeat it, but I'm really glad that it's something that I experienced. And I'm not kidding. I'm glad I experienced it. All of the good, all of the bad, all of the horrible, and adversities. All of the extra long hours, all of the stress, all of the different things that happen because of what's going on in the world. COVID, economy issues, election issues in the United States. But I want to ask you, isn't that when you grow? When you go through a bunch of adversity? When you really learn about yourself, you look back in the mirror at what you've overcame, you could say you've made it through 2020. Now, I'm not going to say it was that horrible of a year for me. I'm just going to say it was a tough year. I've had worse. And if you lived on the planet long enough, maybe you have too. Or maybe this was your worst year. Whatever it is, it's not a contest. What did you learn? What did you learn about yourself? And where do you want to go in 2021? I mean, you gotta ask yourself a question. Do you want to be where you're at today? Do you want to be in that place 90 days from now? If you don't really want to be the person you are in the place you're at, you have to start doing things today. You're going to have to make those changes right now. If you didn't do them 90 days ago, now is the best time to start. Whatever that means for you. I'm on a calorie deficit diet. You know me, the No Comfort Zone guys. And I'm working out. And I'm holding myself accountable to a group. There's a lot going on with me. I know physically I need to change where I'm at. I got to get rid of my knee injury that's been bugging me all year. A lot of people have it worse. I'm lucky that I can work on my knee injury, that I'm not laid up in a hospital like I was before. So I got to work on my knee. I got to work on my finances, just like you and everybody else. I got to work on my business. I run a car dealership, 3 different brands, 2 different locations, a lot of employees. And there's a lot going on, a lot of moving plates. We were an underperforming store, and now we're doing pretty good. Now we just need to be champions. We want to be number one. And it takes a lot to get there. There's no doubt about it. But I think what I've learned in 2020 is that I have the ability, the capability, and the opportunity to do it because I'm better now, today, because I know what the blueprint's all about. I'm better now today than I was in the beginning part of 2020. It's no doubt. I remember getting off the plane at a meeting I had to go to for BMW in Florida, getting off the plane with all these hopes and all these ideals from a business meeting I went to and how it's going to impact me and my employees and my family and all of the above, only to be hit with COVID, to locking the doors down, to securing the lot, to worrying about employees, to laying off employees, which was one of the worst things I had to do. But I did it with my team. And it was a horrible thing to do. Not everyone made it through. But the people that did make it through, I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for the people that I did work with. Yeah, it was a tough year, and I hope they're better. I hope things worked out for them. And it wasn't easy. I wish I could be that guy, that CEO or that GM that says, yeah, I was able to retain everybody. I just wasn't able to do that. And it's a tough time. But I learned about myself that if you're honest on a consistent and regular basis with yourself and with others, you're going to go a lot farther. And you're going to go a lot farther in 2021 because you have character. It's funny. You can say everything that you want to say behind somebody's back, but when you have the ability to say it to their face, it's pretty awesome because you're not doing things from a malicious point of view. You're doing it because you want to make a difference. You want to impact your community around you. Think about what you want for 2021. You want to be more physically fit? Do you want to have a better checkbook balance? Do you want to have some assets in place? Do you want to have a better outlook on life? Do you want to learn new stuff about personal growth, personal development? Then you need to go to, 100% need to go to launchwithdan.com. Launchwithdan.com. It's time for you, if you're hearing this, to get on my calendar so that I can call you, so that I can show you, based on your adversities and challenges and things you've gone through, what it is that you've learned and how to apply that towards having a greater, successful 2021. Hey, and if you've prospered in 2020, good for you. But why would you want to sit back and get all comfortable? Because it'll go away. I've lost everything in my life twice. I don't ever want to lose it again. So I'll be uncomfortable in my pursuit to chase my ambitions, my hopes, my dreams, and my goals. You've only got one life to live. It's ain't a dress rehearsal. And you know what? If your life was a ledger and you had to write in it, guess what, man? It doesn't come with an eraser. Whatever you put in that ledger is what you've done, what your activities are, what your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. All of those things matter. And if you want to get the right thoughts, feelings, motives, if you want to get all your right, everything that you need in order to be successful, go to launchwithdan.com. I'm super, super excited. Texas, Virginia, California, Oregon, Ohio, all these places are blowing up with new listeners all the time. And that's so cool. Spain's still going strong. Iran, how cool is that? Pretty happy with all that. A lot of people in Russia starting to sign up, starting to look into the program, starting to listen to the podcast, and I greatly appreciate it. You want to change your life? Commit to you first. Then get on my calendar. Then let me call you so we can talk about it. You have only one day. That's today. Tomorrow's a promise to no one. But when you add those days up and you look back at your accomplishments, what have you done in the last 30, 60, 90 days that are worthy and worthwhile? There's not a lot of people that can say anything is worthy or worthwhile. They're just going through the motions. And to me, that's death. To me, that's being asleep. And I woke up. I woke up after my coma. I woke up and I saw things that were out there. I realized there's a whole life ahead of me. And there's so much to take. But I wasn't ready to take it. I had to get myself mentally prepared. I had to have the right mindset at launchwithdan.com. I believe in you. I believe that you're worthwhile. I would love a positive rating review on Apple iTunes so that other cool people just like you can find it and share it with their friends so that they can make an impact, but more importantly, so they can start going after their goals, their hopes, their dreams, and their ambitions. Remember this, you're worthy and you're worthwhile. I'm your cheerleader. I know you can do it. Now you just have to ask yourself a question. What are you willing to do to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose?
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye.